Here he comes, he's a bit taller, but we love him for it. It's Mr. Ian Irvine, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight.
Hello, hi, how you doing? I've got a confession to make to start with. I know you're all here expecting to see new comedians, but I've actually just come off a very successful run in Edinburgh. There was about 10,000 people saw me. They're all standing, applauding, cheering. A couple of them had a little banner shouting my name. Yeah, I did the Edinburgh Marathon under 4 hours. Very good time, very successful run. No, but I am new at stand-up comedy, and all that I've heard when I've told people this is, "Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave. Oh my God, you're so brave." Like I've chucked myself in front of a lorry to save an injured kitten. I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. But it seems like society's ranking of bravery now goes firemen, chemotherapy patients, me. And I mean, I'll take it. But I've fairly recently moved to London. And this is usually a point in the gig where the comedian would say, "Has anyone else here recently moved to London?" You know, just create a little bond, rapport with the audience. You know, we'll get on a bit better, make the little gig go easier, you know, that kind of thing. No, I'm not doing that. I don't need it. It's a crutch. I'm confident in my material. We're not going there. Don't worry about it. So, since I have moved to London, I've met a whole bunch of different people. There's like heterosexuals who fancy the opposite gender, homosexuals who fancy the same gender, bisexuals who fancy both genders, and pansexuals who fancy kitchen implements. But whatever anyone's sexual preference, I find the people in London, they're very liberal, they're very left-wing, they're very, very pro-Jeremy Corbyn. Corbyn, all I hear. And they've exposed me to some things I wasn't aware of before. So they talked to me about something called cultural appropriation, and I didn't know what that was. So they said, well, let's explain it like this. Aren't you outraged that in the film Braveheart, about the Scottish national hero William Wallace, that William Wallace is played by an Australian, Mel Gibson? And my immediate thought was, well, no, he did write, produce and direct the fucking thing. Maybe we can give him a part in it. And actually, it's not acting. Literally the dictionary definition of pretending to be something you aren't. But I wanted to get on with him and fit in, so all these Corbyn people. So what I just said was, yeah. Andy hates Jews. And they said, yeah, you're right, he's not all bad, is he? Another thing about London is the crime. Recently, I had my mobile phone stolen right out of my hand by a guy coming along on a moped. And I wasn't angry about it. If anything, I was excited to be part of the cultural zeitgeist. You know, the only way it could have been any better if he'd flung acid in my face at the same time. Then I'd really have a story to tell my mates at home about. I say that, I am from a very different place in the north of Scotland. It's a very monocultural place. The reason I mention that is just to preface that my family, while not racist, do have some views on race that, you know, aren't okay. You know, a good example of that is I was watching the athletics on TV with my mum, and they showed the French relay team, who were all black guys. And my mum said, "Oh, you don't really think about French people being black, do you?" And I said, "Well, yeah, if you think about it, you do." And she said, "No, I mean, if you don't think about it." And it's really hard to argue with logic like that. And in fairness, she's ridden that logic to be in Aberdeen's first and only UKIP local councillor, so well done, Mum. But, you know, it's even worse if you want to go back another generation. Late 80s, I'm watching TV, watching the news, and Trevor McDonald's presenting the news. And he's just starting to go grey at this point. He's got flecks of grey hair, and they're reflecting off the lights, studio lights, and you can see a sort of shimmer on the TV screen. And my gran sees that, and she says, "That's terrible, that. People spitting in his hair just because he's black." Now, I do want to emphasise she thought this was a bad thing. She wasn't pro it, but it does suggest that she thought race relations in England were so bad that A, people were just going about spitting in black people's hair, B, This happened to Trevor McDonald so often, he couldn't be bothered washing out of his hair. Yeah, guys, no, don't worry. It's just going to happen again in 2 minutes. Why would I even... It's a waste of shampoo, if anything. I'm not going to... No. And that C, the producers of the news were perfectly happy for their lead anchor to go on with gob in his hair. I don't know what she was thinking, but unfortunately she's passed away now. But I would think if there's one thing I'd like to do with her now in 2018 is if I could just sit down with my gran and, you know, watch some violent, degrading, hardcore pornography. I think of the pride that she would feel in her heart watching 5 large black men expel their bodily fluids on one small white woman and know how far we've come as a society. Thanks very much.